All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Daily Huddle family. Good morning, wherever you are. East Coast, West Coast. Good morning. Thank you for being here. And today we're going to start with a quote on Mondays. Money Mondays, Mindset Mondays. And the quote is, without a customer, you don't have a business. All you have is a hobby. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here on Monday, July 3rd. I know some of you are getting ready. Your barbecue is getting ready. Family's coming over, or you're ready to go somewhere tomorrow. You're in the middle of a vacation. Something is happening in your life, and I hope you're having a great time. I appreciate you're here, Virtue, Chase, Rashida, Obdulias. Today, I'm the host today. Jack and Kimberly are somewhere in the world. I don't know where they are, but they asked me to co-host for them. And so I am excited. And since Mondays are my favorite days of the week, and it's about mindset and it's about money, I am happy, really happy to get a chance to talk about mindset or talk about money. One of my my favorite topics of all time. But before we get started, let's anchor ourselves in today's conversation, if you will. Let me see who's available. Chase, I see that you're not on camera, but are you available to anchor ourselves?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Thank you, Chase. Let me ask you two questions, Chase. One thing you're grateful for, and who are you going to hug today?
I'm grateful for my mother. And I'm going to hug myself today very strongly.
Grateful for your mother, and you're going to hug yourself today. Thank you, Chase. I love that. Rashida, are you available to speak? I know you're not in camera, but...
Good morning. Blessings to everyone. Yes, Gio, I can speak.
Awesome, Rashida, awesome. Well, I'm going to ask you two questions, Rashida. Where are you, and what time is it?
Oh my goodness, where I am where I belong. I am standing at my window in my bedroom looking at nature. And what was the next question?
And what time is it?
Oh my goodness, the time? The time is right now, Gio. Right now. This minute. No less, no more. Now.
The time is now, and I'm here, Rashida. I'm here. Wherever you are, you're here. Isn't that so?
Right here, where I belong, right here. I am
right
here.
here.
Right here.
I'm
Right
right
now.
here where I'm
Right
supposed
now.
to be.
Right now.
Right here. It is liberating to discover for oneself that I'm always here and the time is now. Yeah, very good. So here's what today's conversation is going to be about. And here's how I want you to hear this conversation. This is the context for today's conversation. If you ever consider having your own business, this conversation is for you. If you have already a business, this conversation is for you. And if you want to get a promotion at the place you work at, this conversation is for you. So this conversation is for you if you are looking to create value for your business, or if you're looking to create value for other businesses, for the people that you work with and you work for. because ultimately, there is no way to make more money without a new customer for any business, right? There is no, on Money Mondays, on Mindset Mondays, one of the things that we're committed to is to expand our capacity to attract abundance in one's life. It's kind of a capacity. It's kind of like, am I willing to expand myself a little bit more so that I can attract abundance in my life? I can create structures so that it can serve more people, right? Or I can create structures that it can serve people with very big problems, right? And it's all in some degree around more customers. Absent of more customers, there is no more money to make. And so if you don't have any money, there's no money to manage, really, right? So we want to, in today's conversation, we want to expand our capacity to provide more value to others and a capacity to provide more value for yourself. And so today's question is the 3 main reasons why marketing fails for most small businesses. I really wanted to say for all businesses, but I'm going to say for most businesses, why marketing fails. And so, well, the first thing that I want you to notice is what you hear, what's the automatic response, like a knee-jerk reaction. What is the knee-jerk reaction when you hear the word marketing? Is it something that other people should do? Is it something that it's like, what do you call that? The unfortunate thing that all business need to deal with? Something that is not really the business, you just kind of have to do it? Or what is the first knee-jerk reaction when you hear the word marketing? Certainly for me, for many, many years, marketing was something that other people did, not me. I was really the person focused on my business or on my product or on the service I provided when I worked for somebody. But marketing, that's not my thing. And there was no shift really in my capacity to create abundance in my life until I saw that marketing is at the heart of every business and everything we do. Everything, in many ways, is marketing. Everything is marketing something. If you are single and you want to start a relationship, you need to look into considering marketing yourself better, right? If you are in a relationship and you want the relationship to go in a more positive direction, then you want to start marketing those values that create a more stable relationship. It's like selling the ideas, enrolling another person into something, right? When you go to the movies and you look at, I don't know if any of you have seen the latest movie from Harrison Ford. What is it called? Indiana Jones. If you've seen Indiana Jones and you like it and you start sharing it with others, then you start marketing in some degree. In your mind and in my mind, we're just sharing, right? We're just sharing in your mind and in my mind. However, you are marketing the movie. You're sharing the movie, you're marketing the movie, right? So in everything we do, in everything you do, you're marketing something, you're selling something, you're sharing something. And in your ability to get closer, get really close to what you do, how you do it, what others do and how they do it, how they're sharing what they care about, their passions, whatever it is, it's all marketing. So on today's conversation, I want you to get really close, whether you have a business or whether you are looking at having a business later, or whether you want to provide more value to someone you work for. so that you can get a raise. I want you to get really close because this can really propel you to a completely different life by looking at this conversation a little closely. So the question is, today's question is, again, is the three main reasons why I really was going to put why businesses, small businesses never grow. The three main reasons. But I wanted to include the word marketing because I wanted to trigger something in that direction, right? But listen to it this way. The three main reasons why small businesses never grow, why businesses don't grow, they don't expand their capacity to have more clients. I'm going to go with the first reason. And this might be, for some of you, sort of a familiar one, but watch out. Don't let the familiarity of what I'm going to say become something your brain dismisses. Because I have yet to meet a really successful business owner that doesn't treat this question or this statement with a particular seriousness. So watch out, don't let the familiarity have something you dismiss. So the first reason why businesses don't grow in their marketing is because they market to everyone. And marketing to everyone is marketing to no one. Marketing to everyone is marketing to no one. And this is an aspect that it's really difficult, particularly for new business owners, if you will, or new entrepreneurs. It's particularly difficult to disabuse oneself of the notion that what I do serves everyone. When I look at what I do as something that serves everyone, then I don't get close enough to the people that are already looking at me, looking for me, people who are already looking for you, people that are already looking for you. You don't get close enough to understand how they think, how they behave, how they see themselves, what kind of problems are they trying to solve, what kind of language they usually use, what is their affiliation politically, what is their places where they go on vacation, what is it that they care about. If I market to everyone, then I'm marketing to humanity. But marketing to humanity, it occurs intuitively, it occurs like a good idea, everybody. It's a lot of people. Yet, because my marketing, my message is pointing to everyone, no one really pays attention to it. And if you're a business owner, one of the things that you may need to deal with is disabuse yourself of the generality that a person takes a look at marketing. Disabuse yourself from that. And what I mean by that, most people, the way that they learned about marketing is from what they see on TV, and which is an entertaining ad, if you will, that it is marketed to thousands and millions of people. And so they're not really teaching you about marketing. However, your brain starts modeling that I gotta create this entertaining ad that is marketing to millions of people, and I gotta put it somewhere, a billboard, or I gotta put it somewhere that everybody sees it. And it's sort of the way most entrepreneurs inherit how they view marketing. And then we start getting into this habit, and certainly it was for me, in this habit of not getting close to the people who really are looking right now, the kind of people who are really looking right now for what you do. So that's the first mistake, if you will, or that's the first reason why businesses don't grow. First reason is marketing to everyone. That's the first reason. The other reason that the next reason why we don't get more customers, it's the main reason why we don't get more customers, is because, and this is a critical one, really, really critical one. And you want to really get close to it because, again, this is going to sound familiar, but absent of getting close to it, then the familiarity will not allow you to expand for yourself this area of marketing. And the second area is not having a system in place, a marketing system in place for the opportunity to expand, having more customers coming your way. And what do I mean by that? Every now and then when I get to coach in our masterminds, and when I get to coach business owners, or when I get to coach people who are looking to start a business, the way that they relate to marketing is to kind of put an ad somewhere. Well, let me go ahead and put an ad somewhere. And so let's see what happens. Or let me start posting on a regular basis on my social media, if you will, some version of what I do. And then somehow that's marketing. And then let me also have a website. And so if I have a website and then I'm posting, then that's a system. And that's steps towards having a system in place. However, it mostly leaves people with kind of throwing a dart, in the air, and then kind of sort of hoping it lands in the target. But since I'm not really targeting to a particular person, right? And since I don't really have a system, it's really throwing darts in the air and to hopefully hit somebody. So that's not really a system in place. And a system, what I mean by a system is like, okay, how do I collect people's information? And then once I collect people's information, how do I stay in touch with people? How do I stay in touch with people? Because not everybody is going to buy now. However, I need to have a system in place that allows me to continuously create a relationship with people so that when they are ready, they'll buy, or so that they stay in their mind and they see the value of what I do to the marketplace, what you do to the marketplace, so that they can refer you businesses down the road. So absent of having a system in place, what I've noticed and certainly what I did for myself for many years, was to sort of go hunt every day for my meal. Every day I go hunting. And so it becomes this dreadful growth because I'm always hunting, rather than to have people come to your business. I hope this makes sense. So the first one is marketing to everyone, not to a particular person, to a particular kind of speaking, a particular type of problem. The second one is not having a system, and a system is a very, very big problem. Without a system, without collecting their information, without being in touch with them, without understanding how to come back to them, without creating a cycle, then a lot of your money will be lost in the world of marketing. And the third one, and very important, is saying the wrong things to people. And this sort of goes along with the first one. Marketing to everyone, it has a particular general language that you don't want to use when you're trying to grow your business. You want to use the language that people are already looking for your particular market. And there's an example, what I mean by saying the wrong things. There's an example I heard a while ago that I really liked. And maybe some of you are familiar with this. I don't know if you remember that there was a time where Domino's Pizza was growing dramatically. Domino's Pizza was growing dramatically. And they had this promise. And the promise was your pizza in half an hour guaranteed, right? Your pizza in half an hour guaranteed. So if you think about that message, and they grew massively with that message. If you think about that message, who were they targeting? They certainly were not targeting the older generation, because the older generation is not really looking for the fastest pizza to be at my house. They're looking for people who want the fastest pizza in your house. And they don't really care so much about the taste. Who doesn't care so much about the taste and wants the pizza right away and wants it to be guaranteed? Who would you say is hungry, wants food, and he wants it now? And I don't really care if it's great or not. Who's looking for that? Who would you say? Now, as you're thinking, and they go, probably young people are looking for that, right? Younger people, younger generation, they're probably watching a game and they want the pizza now, and they don't have a lot of money, and they don't care whether it's great taste or no taste. So that's a particular message that goes towards them. Does that make sense? Raise your hand if it makes sense. If the message said, best sauce with the best ingredients, from your local farmers, come and check out our pizza. Would that be targeting to young people? Would that be targeting to the people who are watching the games? Would that be targeting to the people who just want food now, hungry? Not really. That wouldn't be targeting to them. So then the opportunity of the message will not expand. Does that make sense? So here are the three main reasons why businesses don't grow. Small businesses don't grow, and most businesses doesn't grow. The first one, marketing to everyone. The second one, not having a system to deepen the relationships with your market. And the third one is saying the wrong things to your market. It's not about saying what you think is great. It's saying what your target market is in need and wants, and they're dealing with. It's kind of like getting inside of their head and creating a message that they have already crafted for themselves that solves the problem. And in my experience, when you, a business owner, someone begins to look at these three aspects a little closer, they will naturally begin to develop a better message, attract more customers, attract more ideal customers, and at the end of the year, at the end of the quarter, have a lot more money in the bank account. Okay, so I want to stop here and I want to hear what some of you are discovering for yourself. Any comments, any questions? What is opening up from this conversation? What are you noticing? Allow yourself to go off mute and type in the comments. What are you seeing? What's challenging you? Or any comments, questions? Let's see. I want to hear from you guys. What's opening up?
Yeah, Gio. Over time, as I've been studying marketing for at least 15 years, I find that the best marketing is human marketing, where you're not even thinking about, in the past, maybe targeted marketing was very, very important for companies. And now if you look at marketing, most of it, obviously not all of it, the human aspect, like really, really reaching into someone's chest and seeing what they're feeling is really seems to be the marketing that affects me as well as when I'm marketing my business. It's like people want to see you. Like there's so many tools to create incredible marketing if you have nothing. You could fake your marketing on many levels today and get people to come to your product if you have nothing. That's how bad it is now, like with technology. So I remember years ago when Apple was starting, their marketing was the new iPad, 2,000 songs in your pocket. And I was like, 2,000 songs in my pocket. It was unfathomable. Like I almost didn't believe it. And now that's just commonplace. But just to say what it is and go right to the point, 2,000 songs in your pocket, you know? And that's the marketing that attracts me today, because most people are just tuned into the, what is that acronym? The radio station WWIFM, right? Or WIFM. What's in it for me? Right? They want to know how it will affect them immediately. And I think sometimes marketing is overdone when the simple aspect is solve the problem, make the person feel better. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, one of the aspects is that we're pointing to in this conversation is it's very difficult to have that human connection that you're pointing to without knowing who is it exactly that is looking for my human connection. Who is it exactly that is looking? So different products connect with people differently. And what I've noticed over the years in creating breakthroughs for small businesses is that it is critical to have that, in my way of looking at things, it is critical to have that message that connects to people at the human level. And it is a mistake to try to connect with all people at the human level. It's connecting with the ones who are already connected with my message.
I get that. that. And I think you're right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying, for example, just recently, over the last few months, I'm studying this huge Taylor Swift explosion. Someone who's making $12 million an evening and filling stadiums all around the world, right? She's marketing. She's a master marketer, but she's selling human emotions and human feeling. And these little girls are breaking down walls to get to her, right? She's one of the best examples I can give right now of someone who...
It's the difference between Taylor Swift and a small business owner is massively.
Of course.
Massively. So, and given the technology, where the technology is, a small business owner can reach millions of people without a huge budget. And you're pointing to something else it's critical, is how do I connect with people emotionally? However, most business owners don't have they don't deal with the appreciation that Taylor Swift needs to deal with, appreciating the entire market. Most business owners gotta look at things differently. And that is one of the main reasons why small business owners won't grow. It's because they will appreciate their business from the context of another business. I can't look at my business the way Taylor Swift looks at her business. Completely different animals, completely different target market, completely different emotional points to connect with my customers. And so that's kind of sort of the what we were pointing to. And I also appreciate profoundly what Taylor Swift is doing, is really reshaping
it's a study
what's
thing.
Possible.
Yeah, I know it's completely different. That's why I said study. There are some aspects of what she does that people can use, not completely, but there are some aspects. And it started micro and now it's ballistic. So I'm a musician, so I'm listening to her words, how she's writing. How is this grown woman affecting people? And if you listen to her CD from front to back, her latest one, it's just intriguing. And I think there's some lessons there about the human condition and about connection. And you're right, we can't connect with everybody on a human level. However, are we solving a problem? What problem are we solving?
Different. One of the things, and I'm going to go with you, CC. One of the things I want to say, Taylor Swift is at a different place right now, a different level, just not a small business owner level. There was a mistake in iTunes, or you probably saw that, where her audio came out static and it became the #1 chart, just static.
Yes, yes,
no
yes.
music.
Yeah.
So she's at the level she's at this point with the relationship she has with her audience. It's not relevant to most of the small business owners, for sure.
All right, we'll have to take this up another way. I don't think we're completely connecting, but I'm just taking pieces out of it. I'm not saying it's a direct relation.
I'm completely connecting with you. I'm just poking at my other business owners who are listening. I'm poking at them and saying, don't look at Taylor Swift as an example for your business. I'm using it all, Chase. And I'm gonna go with CC. Go ahead, CC.
Well, thank you. I love the conversation as far as the human aspect of things. I look for marketing in life because I'm the primary marketer for my business. Therefore, sharing my experience, sharing the personal testimonies with other people, and sharing what kind of problems that are solved from utilizing my businesses. So I have expanded it by using words, just like Taylor is using it, but I'm not comparing myself as a small business to a big business. I'm using some of the concepts that she's doing and applying it to my business. Therefore, more people are attracted to the human side of myself by sharing my personal testimonies and bringing a service and solving a problem for the customers that come to me. So thank you so much for the topic this morning, and I pass.
Thank you, CC. Thank you, CC. And that leaves what is the system that I have in place so that I continually connect with them, continuously connect with the people who are connecting with me. How do I continuously understand their needs, wants of those who are already connecting with me? What is that system? And then AI is not a system. AI supports your message, but it's not your system. Yeah, so we will definitely need to do a daily huddle on artificial intelligence, given that there is a lot of support that it creates. And I'm noticing that it's not the IA support, still is support for a business, not the business itself. So thank you all for being here. Cici, if it's just 20 seconds, Cici, what would you like to say?
I'm good. I'm passing. Thank you.
Oh, it's just your hand. It's still up. Sorry. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. I hope this was of value. I hope this was provoked a few questions, provoked a few different directions for your business, and it allows the opportunity to continually reinvent yourself in your message and in your opportunity to connect with others. Thank you so much for being part of the Daily Huddle family. Happy 4th of July. Hope you have a ton of fun with your family. And for today and for tomorrow and for the rest of the week, remember our 8 tenets. Love always, stress less. There's only one life. Eat more plant-based. Get closer to the trees. Hug the trees. Eat the trees. Laugh out loud. Stretch your cheeks. Laugh out loud. It helps you with the wrinkles. Move every day, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes after lunch, 20 minutes a day. Move every single day. Sleep more is critical. To sleep at least 7 hours. Read a book. If you can't sleep, read a book. Don't worry about the pill. Read a book. Read a book. You'll see how your brain will say, never mind, I'm going to go to sleep. Don't watch TV, read a book. And always, always give. Give everything you got. You'll find it surprisingly how it all comes back. Give what you have. Give your jealousy, give your resentment, give your love, give it all. Half of what you make is for others anyway. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe. It's what I heard. And check yourself before you wreck yourself. Have a phenomenal, phenomenal 4th of July. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Excellent job.
Thank you, Zizi.
One love, guys. One love.